Jameis Winston, does he still have a shot with the Chicago Bears? Is he still a good fit for the Chicago Bears? Check me out. Hey ladies and gentlemen, it's the Awful Guy, writer of the Awful Sports News, and today we're going to talk a little bit about Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston.
You know how I always like to rag on Jameis Winston, and he's so goofy to me, right? But let's get into this about the Chicago Bears. They newly acquired Nick Foles. His chances of being Chicago Bears is probably limited right now. He can still be a Chicago Bear, without a doubt, but his chances almost going up in smoke. We'll see. They can do a 3-quarterback type thing. As you may know, Jameis Winston is in the market for a new team. Winston, former Tampa Bay quarterback and holder of the 2019 passing title, is looking for a team to not only play for, but to prove to the world that he's still a good QB. There are, as many NFL fans know, many teams looking for a QB that could either get their team over the hump or facilitate their level of play until a franchise guy comes along. Jameis Winston is that guy caught in the middle. The 25-year-old QB stats of 2019 are as follows: a 60.7 passing completing percentage, 5,109 yards, 33 touchdowns, 33 interceptions, 12 fumbles.
12 fumbles.
From those stats, you can see the good and the bad and the awful in Jameis Winston. 33 touchdowns in the NFL is no easy task. Jameis has thrown for 5,109 yards, which is even more difficult to accomplish. 33 interceptions, however, is unacceptable and awful. God awful, Jameis. Some weren't his fault, but the majority of them were. To me, Jameis has shown the ability to excel in both passing yardage and passing touchdowns. If Jameis Winston was able to curtail those deficiencies, he would be that effective for any team. I would certainly suggest a team with an up-and-coming running game and a decent defense to jump on Jameis Winston, a la the Chicago Bears. The Bears aren't too high on Mitchell Trubisky. Trubisky has shown zero return as the first-round, second overall draft pick, and Bears head coach Matt Nagy could extend his time with the Bears with the induction of Jameis Winston. I will say that bringing in Jameis Winston would be a gamble, but other than Cam Newton, there are very few teams who could facilitate wins this year. Do I think Jameis Winston is a perfect fit for the Bears? Absolutely not, but a 2-year prove it to me baby deal would insulate the team from when Jameis goes Jameis. See, you know, Goku goes Super Saiyan, Jameis goes Jameis. Now, recently, Nick Foles has gone to the Chicago Bears. Nick Foles has never thrown for 3,000 yards in his career. Nick Foles has, from my understanding, never thrown for 30 touchdowns before in his career. He does have the Super Bowl win. His play in the Super Bowl against the Patriots was flawless. Mortal Kombat, flawless victory. However, is he able to translate that play, that flawless play that he played in that specific game, an entire season? You know, he got injured with the Jaguars. That was all she wrote. Does Jameis still have the ability to come in and compete? I believe so. He just got his eye surgery, and that may help, or I don't know what it'll do. But if he couldn't see before and that was a visual issue as a quarterback, now he could probably be a bit better. And the ACL injury, the knee injury that he had, I didn't know he had. He's working through that and trying to get back to it. Is he a perfect quarterback? Absolutely not. A lot of people are saying that Jameis is not going to start in NFL in the 2020 season, and that's perfectly fine. The man just needs a job and the opportunity to have a starting role somewhere. 33 touchdowns doesn't come easily, and it could be a fluke. You never know. But Jameis Winston, I think, still has value. And with that said, what do you think about Jameis Winston? Do you think Jameis need to go somewhere and just retire? Do you think Jameis Winston needs to go to somewhere else, maybe the XFL? Or do you think he'll be on some team's roster, but not in the starting quarterback role? Whatever the case, comment, like, share, subscribe. And with that said, I'll see you next time. I'm done. Take it easy. Stay home. Go wash your behinds. Jameis Winston just need to focus. He got his eyes fixed. He ready to go. He ran. He could shoot the ball, and the man gonna catch the ball, and he gonna score that touchdown. He gonna start that touchdown if Jameis gonna throw it. Jameis Winston still have value. Jameis Winston, he may not be the top tier quarterback for the rest of his career, but he can facilitate wins right now. Jameis Winston, he can still have a job. Now, Nick Foles got a job. The man ain't never thrown for 3,000 yards. He ain't never thrown for that many yards. You know, he came in at Super Bowl, had a good year, and the Jaguars and all that stuff. You know, he's a decent quarterback, but he don't have that X factor. When I look at Nick Foles, I don't see Andrew Luck. When I look at Nick Foles, I don't see even Sam Bradford. And Sam Bradford don't even play no more. I don't see it. Not Nick Foles. I wouldn't put my trust in him unless the Bears trying to tank for somebody. Unless they're trying to tank. So with that said, Jameis, keep your head up, Jameis. Keep throwing that ball. Rehab that leg. Get back in there. I guarantee you'll have a job. Now, you might not be starting. XFL might be calling you, baby. And that's all I got. Jameis Winston could facilitate teams for some.